And by let's begin, I mean let's continue from exactly where I left off last time. Hooray! Progress. That sounded like an explosion for some reason. That is in fact explosions. I guess it just felt like exploding for whatever reason. There's not much support in bards, apparently. Yeah, but you have your manner, you have your songs as a bard, and that's what I was talking about. Sink the enemy. Oh, it's the super carrier. I remember this fight. We're definitely using, well, blarg. I was gonna say we're definitely using the carrier for this, but the carrier doesn't have the firepower to kill the super carrier. It just has the firepower to kill everything else. But this fight is incredibly irritating if you don't have air superiority because that thing has 4 flight decks. It acts as 4 airfields basically, so it can launch 3 planes or helicopters every, like, what is it, 3 or 4 seconds or something ridiculous like that? It's a bit silly. It launches a lot of planes in a very short period of time, basically. There are multiple guns on the ship. My lord. It's basically a battleship. It's the large battleship that we just fought. Or not just fought, earlier. The really fast one. With flight decks attached to the side of it. It's basically what it is. Is this thing trying to take the Suez Canal? No, it's trying to give you cookies. I may do this one with the battleship again. The battleship's not got very good anti-air, though. I mean, it's reasonable, but not, you know, to the point of fighting a 4-deck carrier. Kinda good. So we'll have to see. Is the screen flickering? I don't know what's going on. But the problem is we can't put big guns on the carrier because none of these things can be used on a carrier. And we don't have battle carriers because they're crazy expensive. I mean, we could get anti-air missiles. You could kill 40 planes per doodad. I might get, yeah, let's grab that. Anti-air missile vertical launch system is actually what we need, because it's a freaking carrier. Or not, a battleship, sorry. Does less damage, though. And holds drastically less ammo. Do I want? Vertical launch takes up much less space, but for a decrease of like 1/8 the ammo and half the damage, I'm not sure about that usefulness there. And I don't think we need bridges. Do we, actually? Let's check. Battleships over here. What bridge do we have? We have this one. 2711-2. We could get this, which isn't really any better. I mean, really, that's not much better at all. Battleships have terrible command, apparently. And now we know. I wonder if 56 is the last stage. It seems like it might be. We'll pass on a bridge then. What about aft? What kind of aft bridge do we have? Move that one way up there. So this one is 3812-2. The one we have is not that. Not much worse. Well, I just don't know what to research for now. Because there's nothing to research until we beat the game for the first time. Because the first playthrough severely hampers your... Can I get better auto fire? Or is that done for now? That's done for now. Reload, whatever. It hampers your ability to research stuff pretty heavily. We'll get the gravity system going. Why not? Electronic jamming is kind of worthless. There's like, yeah, there's nothing to research. I may just save up money for like the rest of time here. Who knows? Yeah. Because I don't think we get bigger guns until nearly the end of this first run through. We don't get better hulls until the end of this run through. Let us design our toadstool again and see what we can manage in terms of making this thing good against anti-air. What guns does it have on it? 41. Just replace those. In fact, let's just replace everything. And the searchlights. I don't actually know what searchlights do. Quite frankly. Get rid of that. And see if we have any... No, we don't have any better engines, that's right. Because I didn't research any better engines. Oh well. Weapons! Really big main guns. When I say really big, I mean these things weigh 722 tons. They're big. And we're gonna have 6 of them. Which means we should be able to kill the thing really quickly if we can just survive the aircraft nuking us from orbit. Because that's where aircraft go, orbit. Oh, you're kidding me. Do we have... We have 8 unvented boilers. Can we solve this space issue somehow? Yes, because I removed some of the engine parts, that's right. Of course we can, there we go. Much better. Now I can actually fit 3 guns on the back. Although I could technically fit 4 if the battleship was slightly longer. Okay, so we've got that. Let's put our anti-air missiles. How big are these? Pretty beefy. In fact, I don't think we can fit these anywhere because the engine's in the way. So we would have to use vertical launch. Which sucks. Because they have no ammo. On the plus side, these can be fired from underwater. But, you know, doesn't really do us much good with the battleship, considering the battleship can't go underwater. That'd be a little bit awkward. We're actually overweight. Holy crap. I didn't realize the weight there. Hold on. Holy crap. It may just not be viable to put those size guns on this boat. It seems a bit ridiculous to me, considering it's battleship, but hey, they are big guns. We could probably get away with just 4 of these, depending on how quickly we do damage. We'll see. And then the rest of it can be machine guns. I don't know how many of these I can fit, though. At 9 tons apiece, I should be able to fit quite a few of them. Why's the ship gotta change shape like that as it goes, man? I know it's supposed to be water aqua dynamic, or whatever you want to call it. But geez, man, don't change shape that drastically. It's a bit ridiculous. And that won't fit. We could put some more over here. We could put some more in the central deck, too, but... Can we fit them here? We can! How far down the edge of this boat can we go? Still has room for more guns. Doesn't have the weight for more guns, though. Oops. We are overloading this battleship because of the main guns on that thing. I mean, I could put... Nothing? I don't know what I could put, actually. Put some high-angle guns on there. Let's put some high-angle. Through the center, because logic dictates that we put more guns on this thing. We're gonna max this thing's weight out, I think. Oop. I don't really know how... Oh, it fits underneath the main gun. I don't think you should put machine guns underneath main guns like that, but whatever. What do I know? Obviously nothing. I think that's all the guns we can fit on it. And we need to upgrade our systems because I haven't used this thing in a while. Electronic targeting! We need auto reload. So we're gonna lose out entirely on thrusters. We're gonna have no thrusters whatsoever. That kinda sucks. And no defense systems either. Because we need auto countermeasures. Can I put better armor on it? Barely. Alright, that is the world's heaviest battleship. Me and my logic. We don't do logic around here. Look at the size of those guns, man. They're beautiful. They also have the world's worst accuracy, but they do a lot of damage, and we have some missile launchers that are kind of clipping off the edge of the boat, but whatever. Alright, let's see if we can sink ourselves a super carrier with the battleship. Some of those guns just, like half of the gun is hanging off the edge of the boat. That doesn't seem safe, really. I mean, if I was designing a boat, I wouldn't hang half of the machine guns off the edge.
Full speed ahead. All hands alert.
There's a boat. I believe all of the transports in this mission, oh my god, we're so slow, are just repair kits and stuff, so... Sir? Stop. That's probably not gonna hit, is it? I don't even know where that went. There it is. Oh, it did hit. Good day. There's probably more of these sitting around somewhere, I don't know. We need to meet our super carrier friend off in the distance somewhere over there. Apparently he's over here. I guess he's moving. I don't know where he is, but he's got some sweet dramatic music going here. I only have 64 missiles. That's not going to last long at all. He's in radar. And so are 50 million planes. There he is. Hello. Look at the planes come off of that thing, man. That's a lot of planes. I don't have any. And I only have 64 missiles. And they're already shooting. So I'm gonna run out of missiles really fast. Especially since they're all shooting the same plane. Not very efficient. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of missiles before I even do anything. Hello! That doesn't look ridiculous at all. Plus it has like a pincer on the front of it. What's going on there? This is true, you can destroy the flight decks, but with the caliber-sized guns we have, I'm not sure that actually matters. I mean, just shoot the boat in general. Am I broadside? Not quite, now I am. Time to just shoot this thing with way too many bullets and see how fast it dies. Yep. Yeah, not even really gonna be a challenge, are you? The joys of battleships.
Out of ammunition.
And I'm out of missiles. Fantastic.
Enemy ship's flight deck damaged.
And apparently I accidentally blew up the flight decks. The downside, of course, is this turns it into a battleship. It doesn't really much care about the, the lack of flight decks. The downside, as mentioned, it's a lot faster. It's a battleship. It'll actually use its main guns now. And it'll stop spawning,
Major damage to enemy ship's bridge.
Freaking fun machines over here. It's almost dead. I can kill it now if I want to. And I don't think there's a reason not to, so... Time to make a fool out of this boss fight. In fact, that probably will be enough to kill him. Yep. Well done, super carrier.
Super weapon destroyed.
You managed to do nothing. And explode violently. As my controller vibrates. Noisily. It's the analog sticks. If you're not touching the analog sticks when the controller vibrates, it just makes a horrible rattling sound. We win! No, I'm not leaving. because he drops stuff over there that I would like to have, but I'm really slow and it's really far away, so I'm hoping it doesn't disappear before I get there. Where are we shooting at? Oh, it's dead. Never mind. Look, a weapons factory, blow it up. Because it's gonna take like 4 minutes to get over there. Why not? Once you get the auto reload system, your firepower just gets ridiculous. Put them on the table. I've actually admittedly accidentally left controllers, like the 360 controllers, always sitting on the desk. But I've accidentally left it on the desk when I was recording, and the microphone's like, holy crap, vibrations. Suddenly all the vibrations. Look at the inaccuracy on that thing. Shoot everywhere. Should probably get the part first, but whatever. I can actually shoot that far. That's astonishing. Anyway, we're done here.
Mission complete.
Actually,
now, let's leave the area.
Is this... That's way too far away, but... There's a thing off in the distance here, the way my boat is facing, over here, which appears to be something in the water, and I'm kind of curious. Yeah, it's a valid point. Why do you need accuracy when you can just shoot everything? And this is the point where an emulator would be useful, because I could just push the frame limit button and then suddenly go really fast, but we can't do that on the PS2. It doesn't have hardware speed limiting on it, sadly. I just want to get into range to look at it. It is a transport. Is it moving? Comes the next question. This is the world's slowest trek over here. This thing is basically just a super weapon killer. It's too slow to do anything else. It's definitely a transport though. And because of its location, I'm curious if it's a treasure. Do I want to shoot it when it's 6 kilometers away? What if it disappears before I manage to get over there? Transporting kittens and orphans. Well, we're about to blow up some kittens and orphans then. What's to my left? Thunder. A lighthouse. I don't like lighthouses. So we're just gonna remove that one. There you go. I win! Foul lighthouses. Doesn't appear to be moving. And if, well, doesn't appear to be. If it is moving, it's going really slow. I never understood why this mode, which you can only get into by locking onto something, shows you the distance, but when you lock onto something, it shows you the distance. Ow. So it's kind of null and void to even have that, but whatever. I would like to have the distance for this thing, so I could like look out at things and figure out how far away it is, but whatever. What do you mean no targets in range? It's right there. Shoot it.
Enemy transport ships.
You have parts? You have parts? No, that's full ammo in it. Oh, bollocks.
Mission complete.
All
now,
that time
let's
for
leave the
nothing.
area.
Why? Why you do this to me, game? I thought it was parts because it looked kind of white, but it wasn't. It was metallic. Also, apparently our ammunition is kittens and orphans. Do. Make preparations to return to Europe immediately. Apparently it's almost winter in Britain. I'm not entirely sure why that matters, but okay. Thanks for informing me, Commander. I still got an A, somehow. Gas turbine, Emden class, gas turbine, doop thing, and a sailor's ribbon. Which doesn't actually do anything. Most of the ribbons don't do anything. It's the ones where you destroy a certain number of things. Senile old commander. Did you know it's winter? Because it is also suddenly wall of text. Very quiet wall of text. Do 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 do. Apparently Big Walter's a senile old man now. Congratulations! Have a trophy. When you become a senile old man, you get a trophy. From the king himself. Even if your country doesn't have a king will show up and give you a trophy. This is an unnecessarily long wall of text game. They could have at least had some sort of voice acting for this, like a narrator or something. I know voice acting everything's a bit much for Koei's budgeting at this point in their lifespan, but geez, man. There's only like 10 of these that come up. You could at least voice act those. Suddenly dramatic music. Do you wish to save? Yes. Hello, Dutchie. We're gonna have to remove this perfect on-the-dot 10-hour time there, sadly. I did just upload part 1. Yes, I'm also 10 hours and 41 minutes into the game. And at least hire a voice actor, good lord. Or just get someone in the office to voice act it. Jeez. Heck, I'll voice act it. I'll just read it in the most monotone voice possible. Good walk. Congratulations. You are winner. I mean, really, I've been streaming this for like a week. Not back to back, but I've been streaming it for a week, so I mean, surely at some point you might have noticed a Twitter message or something about it. I'm sorry. Excuse me. The North Sea. So I see. We don't really have any military muscle other than this boat. This battle will determine the fate of all of Europe. I also have the most angry face in the world while I tell you things that don't even have an exclamation point at the end of it. For whatever reason I had issues saying that. That's the face you make when you're yelling angrily at people, but he's like, I want all of you to be vigilant as you approach this mission. Okay, sir. And then she does the same thing, but she's always freaking out about something. Look at his face. What? We've been preempted? It's as if they know what we're doing. I wonder when we actually unlock new aircraft. I don't actually remember, because I never pay attention to aircraft until the second playthrough. Can you handle it, Captain? I'm sure I can. I just killed, like, my 5th super weapon. I think I can manage some aircraft, thank you. Oh, this is a defensive one. Blarg. So we had to defend the Allied air bases. Wilhelmshaven. Why is Wilhelm shaven? Why did he shave? Why did they come from Wilhelm? What is Wilhelm doing? I need more guns. I don't recall this one being that bad, but, you know, I don't have a perfect memory of this, so. Spoiler! They'll choose separate courses. And we're going to be using our aircraft carriers, so their aircraft are kind of null and void, because my aircraft are better. As it turns out, F-22 Raptors are in fact better than single propeller biplanes. And our percussion fuses are done. I don't know what it does, but it's done. It's the important bit, it's actually done. Alright, let's see. Just out of curiosity, let's check aircraft again. Nope. Still nothing new. May as well check this because we've researched something. Both bow thrusters. Wait, what? Oh, that just straight up reduces turn radius. Probably not worth the massive freaking cost, game. And I should get this stuff, just because it increases accuracy. I don't care about anything else, do I? Auto reload? Nope. Launchers? I get a laser pointer. Ooh. You can actually tell your aircraft to attack something. Sign me up for that. Stick that on my aircraft carrier. And I really don't care that much about missiles. I probably never will. Or flares. Releasing smoke or sound signals over specified coordinates. Used to coordinate joint movement and action, which is physically impossible. What have you missed? A single mission. We killed a 4-deck aircraft carrier. Laser pointer for the kittens. We must entertain the kittens. So let's stick a laser pointer on our spore launcher. And I think that's actually the only change we actually need to make this thing. And plus I guess I could leave that multi-purpose missile on there, but whatever. Optical laser pointer. That's unnecessarily large considering all it is a freaking laser pointer. We'll just put that on the flight deck somewhere. Yeah, how about there? That'll be right. We already have high angle guns, don't we? We could put a bunch of high velocity on there. We could put a single 127mm high velocity gun. Perfect. Or a bunch of anti-air stuff that's never going to be useful. You know, we could put these. These fit really well on carriers because they go on the side, so let's put a bunch of these around. I do literally mean a bunch of these. These are going to run out of ammo so rapidly. It's going to be insane. But hey, at least there'll be 1,000,000 missiles around. And we don't need systems, do we? Well, we need auto countermeasures, that's right. Because I have more doodads to shoot at things, obviously. I still can't believe this thing's that much faster than the battleship, but whatever. Considering this thing weighs more than the battleship. Look at that laser. That's not really a laser pointer. That's like a... That's a shoot-de-whoop up in here. I mean, you could have gotten a smaller laser pointer, I imagine. I don't think it needs to be like a 4,000 watt laser pointer mounted on the turret there. Whatever. But now we can tell our planes to do stuff. It's glorious.
All
Let's launch
hands
them.
alert! Airborne units, attack! Full speed ahead.
Secondary objective added.
Oh my god, missiles. This is probably one of the reasons I shouldn't have put missiles on this thing. Isn't it in the way of the planes? Yeah, but the planes don't really care. Yeah, that's yeah, missiles.
Enter engagement mode.
I think I put too many missiles.
Stop engine.
I'm just gonna sit here and shoot missiles, I guess. That'd be right. I don't even know what they're shooting at. They're out of missiles already, almost.
Enemy ship sunk.
Because they shoot 50 missiles at the same plane.
Out of ammunition.
Yeah, it's dropping frames like crazy during that.
Enemy aircraft carrier.
I'll just